Welcome. Today we're going to be discussing the technique bow of compulsion, its execution, some of the things that can go wrong during its execution, and some of the issues that you may need to know in order to execute the technique properly. So let's start out with the initial attack. There is some contention over what that attack may be. It originally was off of the idea of a clutching feathers type of attack, and there is a Taekwondo technique that does that in order to defend itself against the hair grab. So what Mr. Parker did is not to really show that, he moved it to this point, and the exact same thing would transpire. So that's what he did in order to kind of hide the technique from Taekwondo people seeing it and that sort of thing. Also, it's a category completion to, say, triggered salute and clutching feathers. So the first thing that they're going to do is pin your hand to their body, and then what you want to do is you want to get the upper hand and establish your base. Okay? So the reason why we're doing that is because what we're going to do is we are going to make our hand a pivot point, which means we're going to be going on a circular pattern, not a linear pattern. Okay? So what happens is, once he's got that pinned, I can no longer move that hand, so I want to hit him with the elbow. So if you notice, this is going to be a circular pattern, and what's going to happen is I'm going to turn my body and drop towards him in order to hit him with that elbow. Now I need this hand to keep the upper hand, because the next maneuver is going to release my hand, and I want to make sure I can keep his hands pinned to the body. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the upper hand pinned, which cause him to step back like that, get the elbow, pull my hand straight out. Okay, now what I don't want to do is pull my hand back like this. What I want to do is I want to drop it straight down, so then I can bring it back up and hit. You can also do what's called nipping the tip, which is from the elbow, nip down as you come down, and then reverse that pattern to hit it as it's coming up. That's not part of the technique, but it's something that you can just add in order to give yourself a mental reminder as to the line that you should be on. So let's do it one more time. He pins the hand, I do the elbow, I come straight down, then I reverse the pattern and come straight up into the groin. Okay? Very simple, very easy. Then I want to make sure that my hand's here, because if I don't do that, he can either hit me, or if I hit him in the groin, he headbutts me. So even to cure that, I don't want to be looking up like this. I want to keep my head focused at about right here, so that if he does come forward, he hits the top of my head, even if I'm not paying attention or something happens too quickly. So once we do this hit, one of the things you'll see is a figure 8 pattern here in order to hit. That's really not the right line you need in order to get the proper backup mass. You should be going on the left-right lines rather than a circular pattern. So from there, I'm doing an outward back knuckle to the inside of the knee. This line also helps me with hitting the nerves the way I want to hit them on the inside of the knee here. So that would turn the knee out, and then what I want to do is I want to get a line straight across in order to get a punch onto the other inside of the knee. Okay? And then from there I would cross out. So one more time, really quickly explaining it. He gets the upper hand, we get the upper hand. We pin his hands, we do a circular hit with the elbow, drop straight down, straight up, straight out, straight in, by maintaining that check, and then cross out. Okay? One more time, just a little bit faster so that you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up we go. Okay? I hope this video helps you. Thank you very much.